past UMNO merger. So, do you think it's beneficial? I mean, for the country, for the Malays generally?
Yeah, I would say working for the betterment of the society is good. And as I mentioned earlier, that the fact that the Malay and Muslim must be defended, must be given the important role, for me is crucial. Otherwise, the society is not stable. And to have a stable society in this country, then the Malay Muslim position must be set up and must be balanced, right? Because I can still remember, for instance, when Pakistan took over Perak, March 08, for instance, and it seemed that that particular time, DAP wanted all 100% of the seat, but the Malay seat still controlled by MAN. But in terms of overall, the Pakistan formed the government with simple majority, 3 seats extra than Barisan Nasional. But when the position of Malay Muslim are not given prominence, then it is not that stable. For that note here, of course, I think any agenda to strengthen the welfare and betterment of the Malay Muslim, to me, is a good idea. But it doesn't mean that we have to jeopardize the right and the right of the Chinese, Indian, Iban, Bidayu population. And at the same time also must be strongly based on democratic principle, not based on, what shall I say, marriage convenience, because you want power, but really because we want to settle down the position of Malay Muslims so that there can be, I mean, a balanced share of power in Malaysia between our Malay friends, the Chinese, the Indian, the Iban, Bidayu, Katasan, so that they can feel the kicks of development in Malaysia. They can share the power in steering our country. Of course, I think the formula is not that easy, but to me, any idea of strengthening the position to ensure the position of Malay Muslim in this country is crucial, because they are the pillar of the political demography in Malaysia. By settling that, this is very important. But of course, I must say, it doesn't mean that by settling that you want to suppress the other community. That of course wrong. But by having that, okay, then we have a more stable society, because the Malay Muslim are basically the pillar of the society in Malaysia. That is political demography in Malaysia. So any attempt to communicate between PAS or UMNO or even Keadilan to strengthen the understanding and also to work to the betterment of the Malay and Muslim, I think to me is not a bad idea. But at the same time, it doesn't mean that we allow corruption, we allow cronyism, we allow controlling wealth or power to certain individuals. Of course, we couldn't allow that. And finally, it is a multiracial, multi-religious country, and the cake of economy will be shared fairly to the people at large, and the cakes of power as well. I mean, the power, the share of the power of the country also must be equally or fairly shared by various community in Malaysia.
Thank you very much. Okay. I would like to leave some of the questions to my colleague here. So you would like to
I have a question that was requested by our boss to ask regarding the video. Have you watched the video?
I didn't watch the full, I mean, the scene of the video only brief in the internet, my BlackBerry. Some people show me, but very brief. I didn't see it in full.
Okay. So, do you think that person in the video is Anwar?
To me, I leave it to the investigation process, and I think they are in a better position to analyze the video as well to determine who is the person that is called Anwar. But of course, I understand that the way we are handling the issue by downloading into the YouTube and portraying it to the for a number of mainstream media, expose it to the young people and all Malaysian. I mean, to me, I have a big doubt about that, whether it is the right way of handling the case or not. But of course, I think to me, finally, the police have to work professionally, have to act according to the ethic, and finding truth, and finally the truth must be prevailed, and all parties must contribute toward that process. So I think don't politicize the whole issue to me. Finally, we want the truth, and all Malaysians, I believe, they want the truth. Let act professionally, and from there I would say the more Malaysians will trust the professionalism, whether the judicial system or our police force or any other that involved, or even I mean the party involved in really what should I say, looking for truth. So to me, the way of handling things also is very crucial, because finally it will affect the young people, the kids and so on, when they look into YouTube is one thing, but of course in the some mainstream media, the way the portrayal being portrayed, and the media that to me quite disturb my mind that we are facing. But I go for truth. I mean, okay. I mean, everybody must have courage enough to get the truth. But of course, in the process of doing that, then we shouldn't politicize the whole thing. Because finally it will jeopardize our young people, jeopardize their mind, and to me it must be conducted professionally, because finally we are talking about justice, we are talking about establishing truth. So to me, it should be prevailed.
For the next generation, would you be contesting?
Yeah, inshallah, I'll be contesting. Yeah, inshallah. Inshallah.
In which constituent?
Not that sure. Not that sure. Because, okay, there is pros and cons knowing your Susi much earlier. Because I've been experiencing for the past 3 years, the past 3 elections, that any area that I could, I mean, quite a severe attack from the opposition party to me. So I think, okay, I will work, I mean, in general, but of course to find one suitable seat for me. Yeah, inshallah, I will contest what's coming, the 13th general election.
Would it likely be at your hometown?
Yeah, I think still my state of Perak, most likely state of Perak. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, say.